Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Be a GM commentary with the Toronto Maple Leafs. We are going to be doing the trade deadline in this episode and a few other things, so we're going to hop right into it. I was looking at the free agency, and I just did this out of fun, just for whatever reason. And I did not know that there was still some really key players in here that we could use on our team. So we are looking to build towards a better playoff run. And I think adding Douglas Murray and Brennan Morrow to our team would be a very nice addition for depth, because what we do is we turn on injuries throughout the playoffs. So I think what we could do is we could add Douglas Murray in replace for Mark Fraser, who is on our top six right now. And we're only going to sign to a 1-year contract, and same with Brennan Morrow, who could be a nice replacement for like Colton or Fraser McLaren on the fourth line and add a little bit more depth to our line. So I'm thinking we're going to sign both these guys. I don't think it'll hurt us one bit. Now, I don't think anybody's going to be interested in them. No. It says no teams are interested. So let's give this guy, what are we going to give him? Let's give him 3.5. We're going to give him 3.5. That way he should still accept with us. I know in the top right-hand corner it says 4.125. But his actual asking price is 3.16 something or whatever it is. I don't know why the game does that. It messes it up in free agency. You just have to go off of what the numbers are right in the box that it gives you right off the start. So we're going to go 3.5 for Douglas Murray, and there you go. And Brendan Morrow. So now this guy, we're going to give him an even 2. Let's give him an even 2 mil to play for a depth player on their team. I think this should work for both these players. And I looked, I don't really want Simone Gagne on my team. I don't want these guys, so they don't really fit in, and they're going to want... They're younger players, and we're not looking for younger players. We're looking for that veteran leadership to take our Leafs past the first round this year, and hopefully further. And I also looked here. There's no real goalies that we need. I did do one signing. I got this Stalock guy. We're going to sign him for our minor league. He's 26 years old, 72 overall, 3.5 gold stars, so he should probably reach around the 78 mark, which will be a good backup of the future if we need him. Once we figure out the dilemma between James Reimer and Jonathan Bernier. So I already offered that guy something, so we're going to probably hit up the free agency this time. I don't think there was anything else I needed to do outside of here. I took a quick look at the scouting report, and these are the guys that it's saying. It's giving me a whole bunch of top 10s right now and only one top 5. So, yeah, it looks like as of this moment it's Nick Ritchie that's planning on, they're looking at giving him number 1 overall. So we'll have to keep an eye on that guy. And also the cool thing is he's from Peterborough, Ontario, which is right near where I live. So if we could get him, that'd be sweet. But I don't think he's going to fall to where our draft pick is going to be. And also Aaron Ekblad is going to be a nice pickup for whoever gets him. He's 4.5 gold star. I know that because I've drafted him with my other teams, or other team I should say. So he's going to be a good pickup. If our draft pick falls that far, we can maybe look into Aaron Ekblad, getting him for defense future. And I can't remember what pick do we have. I think we just have ours this year. I think it's just ours, but we might as well take a look and see. Yeah, it's just ours. And we got St. Louis's second round pick. So we might be able to trade up at the deadline with our pick. I'm not sure if we'll be able to swing that out. But while we're thinking of that, let's head into free agency and get this started. So we just got one game before free agency. It's the Minnesota Wild. And will we go into free agency, or not free agency, what is it, trade deadline? Will we go in with a win, and we win 5-0. Sweet. Trade deadline, so yeah, we're just going to move right into it. That was a nice little bounce back game for us. And trade negotiations. Here we go. I'm not sure we need to make any moves here. I like the looks of our team, especially with Douglas Murray and Brendan Morrow on our team now. I like the looks of it, so I'm not going to really propose any trades here. Let's just back out of that, see what big names have went through. Anybody big? Not really. Hey, Connor. Look, I saw Connor Carrick. Sweet. And let's keep going. So unless anybody offers us a trade, we're not going to go out looking for a trade. We don't really need to. We got lots. Dalton Thrower. He's a good... Ooh, this is a big trade here. Thomas Vanek and Nathan Gerby go from Buffalo to Montreal, or no, go from Buffalo to Montreal in exchange for Dalton Thrower, or Thrower, I think it is, and 2 first-round picks. That is a big trade. That's a big trade. Wow. And that's probably the biggest trade of the trade deadline, so it looks like they're going to try and make a push now with Montreal, so we'll have to keep an eye out for them. I think, oh yeah, that's right. That's right, they're only 2 points ahead of us, so that makes our competition that much tougher. And I don't think there's anybody else. Steve Sullivan, no. Okay, so nothing really big happened at the trade deadline unless anything in the last minute. Didn't think so. So nothing really massive. Whoa, Chris Summers. Oh no. Forgot I offered him too. I've got a full roster. That is not good. That is not good. I did not know I had a full roster. Uh-oh, guys, we're in serious trouble now. We're in serious trouble. I did not make any trades at the trade deadline. I thought I had room for those guys. But normally, I probably had so many dead weight players on my team, and my contracts. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this real quick. Main roster in the system. Look at these dead weight contracts. Dead weight contracts all along here. All these players down here that are never going to make it anywhere. Dead weight. Like all these players. Jesus. So that really screwed us over. We did not build at all for the future. Or not even for the future, but for this playoff run. That's not good. That's really not good. Because we are currently sitting at 71 points, tied with Montreal for that third place. We're currently sitting in a playoff spot right now. But New York Islanders are only 1 point behind us for that extra wild card spot. So, I don't know, guys. That's not good. I was hoping to have Brendan Morrow and, Douglas Murray in our lineup. But I don't know, guys. We're going to have to try and make a push now. So let's go to the end of the season here. Let's get us to the end of the season. We'll do a season recap. And we'll try and figure out if we are a playoff team or if we are not quite there yet. But hey, look at that. We win right against Dallas, 3-2. So all we need to do is keep winning games. I say if we can go win like 3 in a row and then lose 1, that'll make sure we're a playoff team for sure. Even if we can win 2-1. If we can go 2-1, I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, there's a loss to the defending Stanley Cup. What am I trying to say? Can't speak. Jesus. Trying to speak and just it's late at night. Whatever. Hey, we bounce back with a 2-0 win. So nice shutout. I'm not sure who's in net right now. I think Reimer. Nope. Or did Reimer get the win? I wasn't watching. 23 wins for Reimer right now. Who is the default starter? As of this moment, doesn't show me because we lost. Look at Mark Frazier. So yeah, it's James Reimer in there. Mark Frazier with 132 penalty minutes. Man, oh man, that guy's a beast. Guy is a beast out there. And I like it too because Kessel's got a, is a 67 point season right now. So he's looking pretty good. If he can reach that 70 point mark, I'll be quite happy. Quite happy with his season. 80 points is amazing, but I don't think he's going to quite reach 80 points. I'd like him to reach 30 goals, though. But he's not quite there by the looks of it. But whatever we've done, by the looks of it, guys, by not tweaking our team, we have pretty much guaranteed ourselves being a playoff team. I know I say that and then we lose 3-2, but it's looking pretty good. We're 38, 25, and 9. I say we're a playoff team, guys. I say we are, and that was another overtime loss. So, you know what? I'm fine with those overtime losses. We get a point out of it. And Philly, another 2-0 win. Look at the shutouts. Our goalies are shutting the other teams out. Seen a lot of 2-0 wins around here lately. And where are we going to beat? Rangers? 5-1. Oh, man. That's a tough loss, guys. Tough loss. Tough loss. Speaking of the Leafs right now, 2-0 in the season. Hell yeah. 2-0. That is awesome. Done to the WHL. Let's go back. They beat the Montreal Canadiens, which I am so very happy. I could not be happier. What do we want? We got goalies. Let's take a look here in the QMJHL. There's those guys. We've already scouted them quite a bit. The WHL, there's that top 10 goalie. I'm not sure. He was ranked the highest. Yeah, he was ranked the highest out of all those goalies, but I don't really like him right now. Let's do a quick scout on defensemen maybe, or how about forwards? Let's get some forwards. Let's take a look at some forwards. Yeah, we got Bailey, Virtanen, something like that, and Lund. So, and Sam Reinhardt's in there as well. It'd be nice to pick him up. Let's go 6 weeks in the WHL on forwards, but I don't think we really need any forwards. Just need that number one center still. And let's finish off the season. Let's take a quick look how we're doing. There's Toronto. Yeah, 88 points. We are going to be most likely a playoff team as long as we don't screw this up. If we could pass Montreal to get that number 3 seed, it would be nice. But we'll wait and see. We got some big games coming up against the Philadelphia Flyers, Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa Senators, and Tampa Bay Lightning. Those are all division rivals, except for Philly. And look, we won against Philly anyways, so good job, guys. Leafs are 2-0. They beat the Montreal Canadiens their very first game, and the second game, Jonathan Bernier stood on his head against the Philadelphia Flyers. Ooh, that's a tough loss against Montreal. We needed that one, guys. We needed that. He stood on his head. Absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure, speaking as a Leaf fan, I want Reimer. Deep in my heart, I want Reimer to get the starting job just because he is homegrown talent. We got another Montreal game, so we need to win this one. He's homegrown talent. We drafted him. He helped us get to the playoffs last year. It's just Bernier, he looks solid in net. He is very positionally sound, and coming from a goalie myself, good win against the Canadiens, guys. Coming from a goalie myself, the way he moves in net is amazing. He just looks more confident in net than Reimer. And the way he played tonight just showed everybody that, honestly, I think Jonathan Bernier is the number one goalie in the Leafs, which hurts me to say it because James Reimer is homegrown talent. I loved him. Optimus Rhyme is absolutely amazing. And on, most teams, he is a starting goalie, a default starting goalie, but under the scrutiny of the Leafs media and all that, they don't know always. They just seem to never have any confidence in James Reimer. And look at that, we passed Montreal. So good job. We reached the 100-point mark, which is actually an amazing season. Look at that. If we were in Division A there, we were first place in the league. And if we're in Division B, just 2 points behind their first place. So the Eastern Conference is much tougher for sure. A little bit more skill this year, but look at that. Detroit wasn't much of an influence to us, so we made the playoffs. Let's get to the very end of this. Then we'll check out how our AHL team has been doing as well. There we go. Stop simulation. So this has been a great year for the Toronto Maple Leafs with 45 wins this season. I've been very impressed by what you have achieved, and I'm hoping for more of the same moving forwards. Keep it up. Will do. So it looks like we did not gain home ice advantage. We are facing the Florida Panthers with a record of 51-24-7 next round. That is something else. The Florida Panthers seem to turn it around. So we're going to do a season wrap-up. I think season wrap-up. So we'll go into team standings. We'll take a look how we finished. So we finished 5th in the Eastern Conference, which is very good. I'm quite happy with that. 100 points. And let's take a look here. So goals for per game, we finished 11th in the league for goals for per game. And goals against per game, we finished 15th in the league. So our goals against, they were not stellar, but you know what? We're middle of the pack. We're good. We got 100 points this year, so it just seemed to be clicking. Power play percentage, 9th in the league. So we were top 10 in the league, so the power play had something clicking there. And power play goals against, no, time shorthanded, penalty kill. The penalty kill percentage, so that is still where we struggle. We are still really struggling with that. We are 27th in the league with our penalty kill percentage, so that may hurt us in the playoffs. Because every time we go shorthanded, it's rough. It's very rough. I would have liked to have been above 83, 84%, and that way we are up here with these elite teams. Look at Boston, 85.5%. That is an amazing penalty kill right there, and they finished with 116 points. So they were not getting scored shorthanded very often. So that really helps. Let's go player stats for the season. And in here, I'm guessing Phil Kessel finished off with the most points. Yeah, I'm going to guess so. That's Vancouver. I've done that every time, I believe. Forwards, there we go. So look at that. Phil the Thrill Kessel signing that 8-year, $8 million per season, $64 million over the contract. He's starting to show his worth. Starting to show his worth right there. We're going to try and sign him to the same contract maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see come his contract year. But he played for his contract. He's going to want serious money this year, and he put up good points. Not quite a point-a-game player, though. So he's still under there. Still not quite point-a-game player, but I think his goal scoring will go up next year with the addition of a little bit better players around him and not getting off to that slow start once again. Derek Roy, good free agent pickup. If we got the salary cap room, I will like to re-sign Derek Roy. He was a nice second-line center for us. And Joffrey Lupul getting it done there. Kadri, yeah. So these players, Colton Orr, 7 points. Fraser McLaren, 11 points. But look at the penalty minutes. Look at those penalty minutes. Fraser McLaren, Colton Orr, big boys back there. And with defensemen here, let's see here. So points. So we got John Michael Lyles, who led our team in points. Oh man, guys, he's third line defenseman. He can't do that. We need players like Gardner, Franz, and Phaneuf to step up and be more than a 36-point player. Like, come on. But good for Lyles. He got it done on that third line. He showed his worth this year. That $3 million or whatever he's making, he's still showing his worth. But, geez, players like Gardner and Franz, and you guys need to be leading the team, especially you, Franz. And you're an offensive defenseman, first line minutes. I'm hoping you get a big jump this year, and you'll prove your worth next year. And goalies, let's take a look at the goaltending duo we had. So, yeah, that's about right. Jonathan Bernier getting 40 starts. James Reimer getting 45. That was pretty much right down the middle. Games played. Oh, wait. That adds up to 85. So something happened there. I think if they're coming for relief of each other. You know what? Very good numbers both posted. I like them to have usually around 2.25. That is a very good goals against average. But want to know what? For an 82 overall goalie for each of them, that's very, very good. I'm very happy with that, to be quite honest. And then James Reimer getting us 28 wins, 13 losses. Well, Jonathan Bernier got us 17 wins and 14 losses. So yeah, it looks like by default James Reimer is going to get the start, moving on into the playoffs. Yeah, 4 shutouts, 3 shutouts. So they both posted very similar numbers. Very, very similar numbers. But James Reimer does have a little bit edge on him, and it looks like we're going to give him the start going into the playoffs. I think that's probably the right call. You guys can let me know in the comment section who you want to see in the playoffs. And yeah, actually we'll do one last thing before we leave here. Let's just check out how Phil Kessel ranked in points among all the other teams. Let's go NHL and how he finished among all the other teams. So Ilya Kovalchuk led the league with 93 points. Get out of here. You go back to the KHL. You don't even deserve to be here anymore. Ryan Getzlaff, Patrick Elias. Wow, Patrick Elias, what a season for him. That's amazing. Alex Ovechkin, yeah. So you're starting to look at the mainstays up here. Joe Thornton, Marian Hossa, Claude Giroux, Patty Kane, Pavel Datsyuk, Jason Spezza. Yeah, we're way down here. It looks like Phil the Thrill Kessel finished 16th in the league for scoring, and for goals he was nowhere around to be seen. Nowhere around. He finished what? I'm gonna guess, yeah, 31st in the NHL. He didn't even finish top 25 in the NHL, so something needs to change with that. And the assists, he was nowhere to be found as well. Well, where is he? He's around there, yeah, so he's 17th in the NHL for that. Penalty minutes, I want to check this out. Let's go all skaters. Who led it? Adam McQuaid, followed by David Clarkson. Wow. And where is Mark Fraser? There he is. 149 penalty minutes, 6th in the league. And the plus-minus goes to Patrick Elias as well. Power play goals. Yeah, Blake Wheeler. I think I just said Blake Wheeler. Shorthand goals, Malkin. And I don't think there's any game-tying goals in here. No. And leading the league in shots, Alexander Ovechkin, as always. So I think that's a pretty good season wrap-up, guys. We'll just check out the goalies. see how our goals against average ranked among everybody. So yeah, Pecorine, but look at that. 36 games played. I know 2BC Productions has mentioned this in the past, but they need to fix this. The games played, like Marc-Andre Fleury's a starting goalie, but he's got 42 games played. Yaroslav Halak, like that's a little more like it. But Tuukka Rask, 87 overall. He's getting only 37 games played. That's not right. Carey Price, 48. Like these guys should be playing upwards around 40 to or 45 to 55, 60 games, somewhere in there, if they got a decent backup. But Tuukka Rask, their backup, I would think Pecorine would play like more like 60 games. Like where's our goalie in Lundqvist? Lundqvist, 46 games played. Like the best goalie in the NHL, he's getting 46 games played. So EA Sports, you need to fix this glitch. I'm not too sure exactly what you need to do it, but you need to get it done because it is screwing up Be a GM. It needs to be fixed. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next episode for the very, very first playoff run of the new Toronto Maple Leafs under the GM Thornton. I'll see you guys next time.